What's up, everybody? Glad to have you back on my channel today. Going to look at a figure today that is probably one of the funnier figures to come out in the classified line, especially so early in the line. Normally, when you think about new lines coming out, they're trying to hit those, those A-list player, the figures that everybody really wants. So in this case, obviously you're talking about your Baroness, your Cobra Commander, your Destro from the Cobra side, your Duke, Snake Eyes, Lady J, Scarlet from the Joe side. Hasbro's played a little bit of curveball with us. They've already started releasing secondary versions of primary characters. Obviously, they did that with Roadblock version 1 and version 2, and an upcoming re-release of version 1 in an alternate muted deco. And on the Cobra side, they've been doing it with the Cobra Trooper being redecoed, coming out in Wave 3 with the renamed Cobra Infantry. Cobra Commander is another big one they've used multiple times. Snake Eyes as well. But this one's really funny because who would have thought that we would get Prophet Director Destro? Let's talk about it. Okay, here we have it. Prophet Director Destro. This package, just looking at it, is so... this is over the top G.I. Joe right here. I am surprised that anyone at Hasbro signed off on this. I'm assuming just straight up the reason they signed off on it was to get another use out of this mold immediately. And the history behind Prophet Director Destro, we'll go into that here for a moment, just for the few of you that might not know the history of it. Prophet Director Destro, the abbreviation of that is PDD. Well, back in the late 90s, when G.I. Joe had made its run, its 82 through 94 run was over, Hasbro struck a deal with Toys R Us as to have exclusive figures only for their stores, and they re-released some vintage G.I. Joes in 3-packs, and later on, I believe they did some 2-packs and then a couple of small vehicles. Anyway, so one of the figures that was in a 3-pack, it was a 3-pack of Cobra Commander, Baroness, and Destro. So like a Cobra Command 3-pack. And the story goes as follows. They redesigned, they used the version 3, I believe, of the vintage G.I. Joe Destro figure. And they made him in a wild getup. It was maroon with leopard print on the figure, and some of these made it to market, or so the story goes. There are many people that say, yes, I remember seeing that 3-pack back in 97, and it definitely had a 3 3/4 inch scale figure that looked just like this. Others say, nope, they never made it to market, and the ones that are out there today in collectors' hands are pre-production that actually never made it. The major release of the figure sees it in a maroon color with black. There's no leopard anywhere on it, no leopard print. That being said, just as an aside note, I did own a legit version of this Destro, which was nicknamed Pimp Daddy Destro. That's what the fans started calling it based on the leopard skin and just the craziness of it. So I actually owned one of those for a time. I wound up selling it whenever I was in the process of moving from one state to another. I liquidated a great deal of my G.I. Joe collection. But that's beside the point. So, history lesson over. Let's talk about this figure. Like I said, this box is just over the top. I am so surprised that it's so different. Look at that. The gold foil just makes it. Number 15 in the series. So this Destro did get his own specific number versus him being number 3 with the regular release. Man, it's just crazy. Just looking at this figure, how crazy it is. Artwork by James White. I want to give James proper credit because I actually went to his website, and while we're looking at this, I'm going to talk about it. He has a website, free plug for him, signalnoise.com, where James White talks about his artwork. And specifically, he talks about this Destro when he was designing it and pitching ideas to Hasbro what the box art would look like. He drew Destro with the sunglasses. The sunglasses evidently were not supposed to be part of the figure. Hasbro liked it so much that they actually wound up including the sunglasses in with the figure, and that's a pretty cool story. So kudos to Mr. White for getting an extra accessory with our Destro. But as you can see, standard packaging, 15 in the series, great artwork by James White. The typical back that we see with the legalese at the bottom, GIJoe.com, multi-language, don't put it in your mouth, don't stick it up your nose, whatever. Same thing we always get. And finally, we go over to our modern version of the file card, and I've declassified it for you so you don't have to go look on their website. And Prophet Director Destro is a level 4 of mechanical engineering, a level 1 of light weapons, a level 3 of black market deals, and a level 4 of, which one was this? Not mechanical engineering, because that was that one. This one was weapons engineering. That's what it was. Mechanical engineering, light weapons, black market deals, and weapons engineering. So, with that said, it is time to finally, for me, to break this figure out and include it in my collection. But before I did that, we need to talk about the figure itself and just review how over the top it really is. Okay, we have released Destro from prison. And wow, he is flamboyant, I think is a good term. But yeah, he is definitely the exact same figure we got in the first wave of Classified as the regular Destro, just with a new paint deco. So I think the first thing that sticks out to me is the bright red gauntlets and the red holster. To me, that's, I don't know, it's eye-catching, but not in a good way. I mean, the figure's supposed to be over the top. I get that, but I don't know. I guess I would have went with either a silver or the black washed gray knee pads that he has. I think his elbow pads are also like that. Yeah, and how his belt is. I think I would have went with that versus that bright red. And I'm not even sure it's that bright of red on... I don't think that holster is the same, even that bright of red is what I'm trying to say, as the original. So, as a matter of fact, here we go. In case we're curious, let's just do a quick compare. So here's the original guy versus the Prophet Director Destro. I keep wanting to call him the other name, but no, Prophet Director for 2020. So yeah, figures are identical, but as you can see, if we look at that holster, it's not. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is close to the same. Nope. No, it's definitely not. I don't know if it's coming across on the screen as well, but this is actually a lot brighter when the light hits it. So there's a good view of the leopard print going down the leg and the maroons and burgundies. But with that weapons holster, it's a lot brighter red compared to this guy, which is a bit more muted. Maybe if I bring them both in at the same time, you'll be able to see there is a very big difference. Not sure why they did that, but hey, over the top. Other notable things, Red Rocket versus Gold Rocket, and yeah, they went with a lot less detail on the paints. They just kind of washed it in the maroon, and versus on the classic one, they did the gray with the black, and the belt has a little red trim on the grayish silver, and on here it's just one solid color. But thank you, Mr. Destro. We need to talk about Mr. Destro. So, back to Destro. Let's get to the accessories of this fine, upstanding profiteer. He comes with, as we mentioned earlier, the accessory that Mr. White didn't think he'd wind up getting, even though it was in the artwork, the sunglasses. So, we have these sunglasses that fit perfectly on top of Prophet Director Destro's face, as I send it over here. So, they snap on, they don't snap on, but they sit on the earlobes in a way. And they, wow, look at that. Nothing screams, I'm a G, than purple sunglasses on a gold noggin. Yeah, that's over the top. That's awesome. I've actually had this figure in the package and haven't taken it out. My wife. This is my wife's favorite figure. She's like, this one is just crazy, and she loves it. And she loves it because of the next accessory. Because he has a cape that is got an actual leopard on it, an actual leopard skin. So they molded this specifically for this figure, which is crazy because who else in the line is going to use something like this? I can't think of any other character that could even use this. I mean, I don't know. I guess if they make a flamboyant Cobra Commander, he could use it. But they've already made a couple of those already, and I can't see him wearing this. So yeah, drop me a comment if you can think of any other use for this. Any other figure that could possibly use this. In the meantime, we're going to try to snap it right on top of this head. Might have to take off the glasses first. So let's find out if this fits on him. So, oh, that fits very well. Wow, that fits really well. That, other than I got the, let's see if I can push that out and over. Well, that's not bad. Either way, it fits very snug. That's actually very nice. So there he is. Let's put the sunglasses back on him. Like I said, you kind of got to go up over the top of his head for them to, wow. Look at this dude. Look at this guy. Now this is making him a little back heavy. So just FYI, if you put this cape on him, you're going to be either investing in a figure stand, which I need to, or you're going to be maneuvering him until he actually can stand on his own. So there. Looks like I've gotten lucky. Moving on, we have the briefcase, which is the exact same briefcase that comes with the regular version of Destro, except it's all gold. Silver handle. No painted Cobra logo. That's kind of surprising. Guess save a few cents per figure by not adding the red paint to it. Let me take it off screen briefly to open it, if I can. There we go. So the inside, still the same. Top with that generic looking money. Bottom with the computer and the Cobra logo. So that's cool. Put that there. His gold, in this case, pistol. I believe it was gold on the original figure. Let's pull it back out. Original figure. Da, 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 da. Yep, same gold. So, doesn't come with the bigger pistol, just comes with this as a single weapon, and it fits snugly, I'm sure, just like the original, inside of this holster. Yep, no issues there. Fits right in. And, yep, still got to do that balancing game with him. Maybe he'll stand. And finally, I think what a lot of people are considering an appropriate accessory, a wad of burning bills. I mean, nothing says boss, like I said earlier, besides sunglasses and burning money. So that's crazy. So let's just put that in his hand. If you were going to hold money that was on fire, what hand would you put it in? I don't know. I've never had enough money to just be able to do that. So, oof. Wedging that in there. There we go. It's kind of sitting. He's like, here you go. Here's what I think of your money, Cobra Commander. Wow. Just over the top. What do you guys think? Is this something that you have to have for your collection, or is this something that would be nice but not necessary? For me, I'm a completist. I try to get every little figure there is. So he's great. He's probably not going to be on the shelf with my main Cobra High Command. It'll be the Destro I showed you, the original version. But yeah, this is a cool figure. I think you can still find these figures at GameStop, online. I mean, there's not a huge demand for it, but it's definitely one of those figures I think, because of the history and why they made it, is something all fans should at least consider owning. So, with that said, I'm Still Brigade 82. If you like this video, leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you like, dislike. Tell me what you want to see more of, less of. And we will see you with another video here real soon. See you later.